Hey everyone, it's BlueLizardJello and welcome back to Blue's base level Soulsborne challenge, where I will be going through Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and all associated DLC at the base level, which is Soul level 1 for most games, and Blood level 4 for Bloodborne. Last time here in Dark Souls 1, we did run through the catacombs, we took out Pinwheel, we got the Mask of the Mother, not the one that we were hoping for clearly, but today, we're actually going to be going into Sen's Fortress. Now, I had actually... Oh, I just saw a ghost. I guess I'm online. How about that? I had actually considered going to New Londo, and we are going to be going to New Londo before we go to Anor Londo, but the reason I'm going to do Sen's Fortress first is because I want to actually be able to farm the ghost when I'm down in New Londo, and in order to do so effectively, other than just having some humanity, I would like to have the gold covetous serpent ring, which is here in Sen's Fortress, and that's why we're doing this now. Before we actually head in there, here's my gear. I am using the Fire Battle Axe +5. We created this in the last episode by talking to Vamos. I have the Mace +5, a weapon that we actually picked up in the Catacombs. I have the Kaistis upgraded to +5. Doesn't really matter about the upgrade, I'm just using it for parry. The Sorcerer's Catalyst, because I do plan on using the magic weapon on the Mace for a couple of particular enemies. Thief Mask, Brigand Armor, Black Leather Gloves, and the Wanderer Boots for my armor, and then the Havel's Ring so I can continue to fast roll, and the Ring of the Evil Eye for some of it, but when I drop down and fight the Prowling demons, I will be of course swapping that out for the Rusted Iron Ring so the tar doesn't slow me down. And of course, up in the top right, you can see Soul level 1. But enough chat. Let's get in here. Now, I am going to be doing some parrying against the Man Serpents, and that is simply because most of the weapons that I have are not very effective against them. They are pretty strong against slash attacks, they're strong against blunt attacks because they are scaled creatures. Piercing is one of the best ways to take them down, that and of course lightning damage, but I have been practicing, and with parry and riposte, my Fire Battle Axe will be able to take them down. Also, I apparently already activated the trap during one of those practice runs, so I can't use it. Alright. Let's see if we can at least split them. It's going to be a tough one. We're going to have to go quick. And that's how you start an episode. Oh, I'm just so glad that I used a humanity in order to turn human so I didn't look like beef jerky for this episode. That lasted all of 18 seconds. Right, the nice thing is the trap should have reset, so I should be able to use that to our advantage. Go ahead and get our souls here, and come on, guys. Now, hopefully, I will get one of them killed and not split the damage, and I split the damage. So now these enemies are just as dangerous as before. So what is my plan here? Okay. This is gonna be a great episode. I can already feel it. You know, when I begin these episodes, after I've selected a build and some faction souls, I typically run through just a few enemies just to make sure it is viable and it's not something that's going to be too much of a struggle to get through. This wasn't a struggle when I was doing that. This wasn't a struggle at all. I was going right through them. But now, in actual execution, not so much. All right. Good. And perfect. We're down to 1. And that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I am looking for. Excellent. Finally, we can get started. Now, there are a number of man serpents, both the ones with the greatsword and the mages, so gonna have to worry about them. You know, I call them mages. I've always called them man serpent mages. In fact, I kind of think that is their official name, but they use lightning spells, so are they actually man serpent clerics? So here's the thing. That was not intentional. I had no plans on coming down into this section this early, because now I have all of those mages or clerics, whatever you want to call them, up above shooting lightning down at me, and I have to deal with the Prowling demons. Oh, I don't know. tempted to just call a mulligan, but no, we're here. We're here. It's time to push forward. So I'm going to be going after the Prowling Demons. You saw that I did switch to the Rusted Iron Ring. Luckily, these guys are somewhat weak to fire, so this shouldn't go too badly. Kind of damage. 124. Let's two-hand it and see if it gets better. Oh, good hit. And 147. I swear I was doing more earlier in practice. Oh, you are going to be a troll, aren't you? 207. Okay, so that was a good counter damage. 207 again. All right. This is actually going pretty quickly, to be honest. Oh, tail got me a little bit. And finish, finish, finish. All right, there we go. There's one dead. There's one dead. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we got the Soul of Brave Warrior. We get the Demon Titan. Now, over here, this has been a topic of conversation since this game actually came out. We get the Scythe, but in reality, this is not a Scythe. This does not resemble a Scythe in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I believe what this most closely resembles is a Bardiche. Bardiche? B-A-R-D-I-C-H-E. However that is correctly pronounced, that is what this most closely represents. All right. My only concern with going to fight that Prowling Demon are the mages up top. But you know what? Maybe we can get far enough away so they aren't aggroed. I'm not so sure that that's actually a thing. These guys are still chucking their... Oh! Uh-oh. Still chucking their lightning at me. It looks like it dissipates, though. Yep. So even though they're firing at me, they're going to hit me from here, though. What? Right into it. You know, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world that I died. Because I did actually forget this item over here. Whoops. And I do want souls. I've actually been spending quite a few in this series, even though I'm not leveling up. Now let me show you how I prefer to handle this area. So instead of actually dropping down, which we will be doing in a moment. By the way, I did switch back to the Ring of the Evil Eye so I can try and reclaim some of this lost HP. And perfect. Let's just get behind him. There we are. Might as well grab this chest while we're here. Get some large Titanite shards. We'll be using that pretty soon here, so we can start going above +5. But at this point, the goal is to take down those 3 mages so I feel a little bit more comfortable dealing with the Prowling Demons. And, like I've showed before, when you're plunging, you can't actually turn around. So if I want to get this one that's almost directly below me, here is my plan. I'm going to do my fancy little backstep maneuver. Perfect. Oh, no. Not perfect. Not perfect. Heal quickly. And let's, that actually was a good... Oh, no, 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 no. Never mind, never mind. We are going to switch targets and hopefully get a backstab. That's the plan. All right. Get some more HP back from the kill. And... yeah, bait that lightning. All right. Now, all of the mages are now dead, and I can go down and deal with the other 3 Prowling Demons. So I'm going to go back to the Rusted Iron Ring. Drop down here. As you can see, they don't respawn, which is very, very helpful. And... oh, really glad you did that. That was excellent. 3 free hits, I'll take it. I will also get hit by that. Oh, geez, no. Oh, no. All right, let's top off. And... oh, come on. 207. Oh, I was hoping for a running attack there. Oh, I don't like him up against the wall. Need him That's a good attack, though. That's a really good attack. Now, there's a single hit. Punish that. And roll away. Do you want to do lightning again? I'll get far enough. Oh, you look like you want to jump there. I think you do want to jump. No? That's fine by me. One more hit and you're done. All right. 2 out of 4 dead. Some more Demon Titanite. Now, the 2 that we've already killed, those are the easy ones. The problem is, the next 2 in this room, it's very, very difficult to actually attack one without attracting the other. So let's see what we can do here. Get this one's attention. All right. Lightning is unfortunately not ideal, even though it's something I can punish, because if I go and try and attack him, he is going to go ahead and get the attention of the other. So let's just keep getting him forward, drag forward. All right, that works. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. That's a good one, though. Ooh, only 69 damage. Right, that's not good. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Only took I don't know, what was that, 3 tries? Maybe 4? Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say that I have more deaths to those prowling demons than I have to most enemies and bosses leading up till now combined. That was infuriating. That was 4 separate play sessions. I had to keep walking away. I don't know if there's been a time in my Dark Souls career where I've actually been as frustrated as I just was. Oh my goodness gracious. But they are dead. I got my Demon Titanite, I got my souls. I have no need for the Demon Titanite that I collected, but I can't just let the enemies get away with it. I can't. It would not be much of a challenge if all I was doing was simply running from boss to boss. That is not the idea of this playthrough. Alright, now, how long is it going to take to kill this guy? Hopefully not nearly as long. If I can get him to do his temper tantrum. And nothing yet, but it's coming. Come on, throw your temper tantrum. And if you don't want to, I suppose that's okay too. but it's definitely the time that I'm gonna get the most consistent damage on you, or you're just gonna die. Never mind. Oh, wouldn't it be great if that actually had just killed me? I will take the Titanite chunk very, very happily. That's actually a lot more valuable to me than the Demon Titanite. By the way, if you didn't realize who this is actually a giant that opened the portcullis. So once we rang both Bells of Awakening, which, by the way, there's the Gargoyle Tower. Very, very cool. We can't see the one down in Blighttown for obvious reasons. But apparently this giant, this enslaved giant, knew that as soon as he heard both bells ring, or the second bell ringing, he was to open up the portcullis and allow entry into Sen's Fortress. You know, truth be told, that is now the most difficult part of Sen's Fortress completed. At least in my opinion. Everything else, oh boy, everything else shouldn't be nearly as challenging. Okay. It might be, though, if I keep risking it. I only have one Estus for the remainder of Sen's Fortress, or at least until I get to the next bonfire. Pardon me. Enjoy some arrows. Classic. By the way, I didn't show this in my little death montage, but I have actually now gotten both the Flamberge and the Manserpent Greatsword because of how many times it took me to get through that one location. Now, I wanted to show off the little trick here with this Manserpent where you can actually get him to open up that wall for you. But at this stage in the game, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. It's just not a great idea. With one Estus remaining, it would be very, very dangerous for me to attempt that. Speaking of dangers to attempt... Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, the parries are still going to be coming into play here, so I can take care of these guys rather quickly. But, of course, we do need to talk to our good friend, Mr. Onion Bro. And we will go ahead and do that by dropping down so I can get the weapon as well. So let's get to this first fog gate, open it up. And let this enemy do his thing. Meanwhile, okay, it sounded like, nope, just kidding. I was gonna say, it sounded like the ball was actually changing direction. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This might be good, this might be good. Exactly as planned. Okay, not at all as planned, but still, that worked out in my favor. Now, this is a ring we might actually find ourselves using a little bit, the Ring of Steel Protection, which I don't know if you've ever stopped and read this, but it's actually pretty interesting because it mentions a character we don't know too much about, the Night King Rendal. As far as I know, the Night King Rendal is actually the leader of the Balder Knight, so he comes from the land of Balder, and he is best known for standing down a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. We actually might end up using the Ring of Steel Protection because I think it adds 50 physical damage defense, which is really not terrible. Alright, take a little bit of fall damage here so we can get the Shotel, a weapon that we cannot use anyway, but one that Mr. Lothric is very, very well known to use. Oh, did all the other Manserpents die? I guess so.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Trying to get a look at his face. Yeah, it's too tough. But anyway, here is Siegmeyer. He is once again stuck, and we will have to help him. His questline can be one of the most tricky to complete in Dark Souls 1. Actually, really any of the Dark Souls, because at one point, once we get to Lost Izalith, getting his questline to continue is not only a matter of simply fulfilling one little thing, which is to help him defeat the Chaos Eaters, but you have to do it so that he also survives with 50% or more HP. If he has less than that, his questline will end and you'll just get a much smaller reward from it. And that's really sad because his questline is very, very heartfelt. Now, can I get you to come this way? Because I would love... Oh, no. No. Hold on. Hold on. Stay. Oh, no. No. Darn it. I jumped instead of rolled. So now, my plan. And there it is. Remember, in Dark Souls 1, if you're sprinting and you're not blocking, if you go to roll, you will jump. There is no remapping that, which is, again, one of the best mechanics that they brought to Dark Souls 2, and of course brought back, again, in Dark Souls 3. Now, I could rush up and change the direction of the ball. That's not my plan. My plan is to run into it. There we go. That would have been a good red tier stone setup. Instead, now that I've shown you that tactic, I'll go ahead and heal and try it again. I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way up so I can drop onto that one Mantis Serpent mage or cleric, whatever we... Uh-oh. What is happening with the physics? I got stuck on an invisible ledge. Much better. Much better. I have no idea why that was acting so weird. Sometimes I know DS Fix can act a little bit on the funky side as far as collision goes, so that may have been an issue with DS Fix. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so let's get the Black Sorcerer gear, including the Hush Sorcery. I don't believe I can use that. It requires too much. And then if we would like, of course, we could just head right up this center path so we can just start changing the way that that ball actually goes. But instead, let's see, do we want to go down to the Lightning Spear? I think maybe we do. Now, you know what? Actually, let's backtrack. Let's drop down so we can get the rest of the items that are actually on the upper sections of Sen's Fortress, or the upper sections, I guess I should say, above the tar pits, not necessarily Sen's Fortress, because we have a lot of climbing yet to do. Right. So over here we can get the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, also known as Sneaky Shoes for those of you who may not know. So that is done. I don't have to go back up and chase that. Right, traps did reset. So now we're going to be following the ball. I don't actually know who just died. Is the ball even coming this way? It is not, but it may very well change positions. And actually, I hope it does, because... Is it chasing me? Is it chasing me? We need it to actually come down here. It is, perfect. So that is going to fill up. I think it takes a total of 4 in order to break down that wall. So in the meantime, we can come over here and... I am going to kill this enemy, but just to show you, of course, what else we can do to it instead. Just checking that will give us the Lightning Spear, just a normal spear that has been infused. And if we just kind of go nuts, don't get grabbed, don't get kicked. Actually, the kick could honestly be just as bad at this stage. And there we go. Killing it just to see if we can get the Symbol of Avarice, and not so much. This elevator, this bloody elevator, would lead up to the room that we were just in a moment ago. I really, really like the touch. I point this out every time I play this, whether I'm streaming or my previous Everything Possible. The blood on the elevator is actually the clue to the player that you don't want to stay on it. And that's because if you ride it all the way to the top, there are actually spikes in the ceilings, and it will kill you. And there we go. Wall has been broken. I'm gonna let one more ball pass before we go grab the shiny. There it is. And there we go. The covetous gold serpent ring. Perfect. That is what we are looking for. And if you do fall down in there, that ladder conveniently was placed to get you out of there. So that's gonna be good once we go down to New Londo. Ooh, go. So we can go ahead and farm for the transient curses, but also for the actual ghost blades as well. Right, okay. See, now, once those, prowling demons were done, we're making good progress. It was just a matter of dealing with them. Now, I want to actually send this... Which way? Oh, I actually want to send it this way. So whatever way the lever is pointing, the ball will go the opposite. We can go ahead and watch what happens down there. There we go. He's not dead, but it did break down the wall so we can actually access a Big Hat Logan as well as a soul down there. But we need to get the key before we can rescue him. I'm just allowing the ball to do the work for me so I don't have to go and kill him. Come on. One more, maybe? Ooh, not quite, not quite. One more. One more ought to do it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm actually going to rotate it so it goes directly behind. That way it just falls off into nothing and all the ways are safe. But just bear in mind, I have actually seen this many, many times actually change position on its own. So don't feel that you're completely safe just because you change the direction. All right, let's trigger that. I am not brave enough to just try and run through those arrow traps. I've seen it done. I've seen the speedrunners all do it, and I am just not that confident. Right, go, 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 go. Directly sprint. Now, the best way to deal with this guy is definitely going to be to parry because he has such a small... Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, he has such a small hallway. Never mind. Oh, no. Can I get the backstab? Oh, right, good. Oh, you know what I ought to do? I really, really need to put back on my... Oh, no! My Ring of the Evil Eye. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Right, that, oh. Camera, work with me. Tell you what, how about a jump attack? In fact, probably just one more of those ought to do it. Oh! You're actually going to spit at me. I don't see that one too often. Ooh, with him dead, let's get rid of this Rusted Iron Ring and get that Evil Eye ring back on. There we go. Yikes, that, getting to the point where I really don't want to die because the run back is just getting longer and longer. There it is. There's the parry. We're getting very close to the next bonfire, though, so that is definitely a huge plus. A couple more large Titanite shards. Excellent. We most certainly will be going above +5 for normal weapons very, very soon here. We're getting into the second act of the game where the difficulty certainly gets ramped up. Now, I used to panic about this bridge, but what I like to do now is honestly just kind of walk, and then as soon as you hit this, you can just sprint right across. Just don't trigger those traps. There's honestly no real reason to even kill this guy, to be quite honest, but because he is such a pain, I will go ahead and deal with him. Never understood why this is here. I've never dropped down there. I'm assuming with enough health you can... Oh, jeez. Guess if you just track the wall, you don't trigger them. Okay. But I think you could probably survive that if you either used, you know, like the sorcery, the fall control, or if you actually just had enough health. But I'm honestly not entirely sure why you'd want to do that. All right. Balder Knights. Oh, oh, don't target that one. Let's target this one. No, no, no. Come back. Come back. Yep. Chase, chase, chase. Works for me. Come on. No, 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 no. I don't want to do it on the stairs because the elevation will screw up my riposte. I want you up on the flat landing. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Is that going to kill you? It is indeed. It is indeed. What a great day. What a great day. Sniper crossbow up there. We'll get that in just a second, but we need to deal with this other sneaky Balder Knight, or at least he thinks he's being sneaky. Oh, way too early. Way too early. Yikes. That was scary early. Come on. No, 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 no. I don't want to die here. Tell you what, you know what? Backstab is the name of the game today. Or at least right now. A little early. Go ahead. Do you want to Estus? You want to Estus? You do. Bad idea. Bad idea, friend. Ooh, free Titanite shard. I'll take it. And what do we get in here? Flame stone plate ring. I think that's actually the first of the stone plate rings that we'll be picking up. Really good for fire resistance, which it's almost like the game is suggesting that you wear that because, of course, there is some fire coming up in the form of the bombs that the other giant throws. But we can just go and deal with him instead of worrying about all of his fire. Now, I am risking it here because I figured he was going to throw it here, and there's the bonfire. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I am very done with Sen's Fortress, I'm not going to lie. To give you an idea of how long it took me to actually kill all of those Prowling demons, I would say it was about an hour and 40 minutes, all things considered. And that is just far too long. All right, go ahead and throw your firebomb. There it is. Oh, a little early there. Okay, very early there. Maybe maybe the stone plate ring actually was made for me. All right, go, 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 go. Heavens. Oh, jeez. He's going to be changing positions here soon. As long as we're quick. There we go. Get the large Titanite shards. And now this is the reason why I actually brought the mace with magic weapon. I believe I'm going to do better damage against this Baraniki Knight with my mace than I would with my axe. So let's see. I am going to try and get hit by him. Okay, that was easy. I actually thought it would be hard to get hit. I actually was going to try, and parry him. You probably already guessed that. What am I doing? It's like I'm just forgetting that the button needs to be input. I can't just think it. There it is. Kind of damage. 55. That's not great. Admittedly, that's really, really terrible. 70 is not bad, though. I'll take the 70. And especially with the stagger, that's going to help. Oh. Gotta watch out for his combos, though. Because he does love to do his combos when you least expect. All right, he's going to try to heal. Yep. That works for me, though, because that was actually just some free damage. Still no combos, huh? All right, one more hit. You are toast. I just have to be careful. I want to switch to my axe now that the buff wore off. Okay, so my fire axe is still doing more damage than the mace, even with the magic weapon. Good to know. Good to know. I'm glad I wasted my time and my souls upgrading that mace. But anyway, I wanted to use all the weapons at my disposal. All right, Ricard. Now, I saw a very professional Dark Souls player just spam R1 until you were dead. And I'm kind of thinking I might employ that same tactic. Except I don't have the stamina that that player had, so that might not exactly work. But you are going down pretty quickly regardless. And all right. That was probably the quickest I've ever killed Ricard. Go ahead and take your rapier. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Go ahead and grab a rare ring of sacrifice as well as a divine blessing. I do enjoy the divine blessings. I mean, I don't really need them just because my health will never be at a point where using a divine blessing is better than an Estus, but if I'm in a boss fight and I'm low on health and I'm out of Estus and I know that I can beat him, I'll go ahead and pop one, sure. I'm not above that. I'm actually extremely below that. Now, we only have one Estus, but I'm kind of thinking that we're okay. He said as he probably gets hit by a firebomb. Hey, look, I didn't. Right. Now, I'm actually going to turn off Deus Vex here just for a moment because I want to be able to definitely make this jump. There it is. And put it right back on. Oh, what a cool feature. What a cool feature. I was worried that maybe I wasn't going to be able to do it in 60 frames a second, but lo and behold. All right, so we have 20 large Titanite shards. Do I want to buy any others? I don't think I do. And I don't have any need for any of this stuff. The Balder Shield, I actually picked one up, so it's just in storage, but that's why it says that I don't have any. I could always pick up the Onion Bro armor. Ooh, I kind of shouldn't I? And I already have all the Balder stuff. Tell you what, let me pop some souls and see if I can buy the Katarina set. I think that could be fun at one point. Yeah, I think we can afford the onion armor and everything else that he has. All right, let us go ahead and grab these. It's interesting that you can actually buy more than one set. I'm also going to buy the steel set. I don't imagine I'll be using it anytime soon, but why not? At least it gives me something else to use. And Balder, I guess I never got the Balder leggings. All right, we'll buy that. Do I want these stone plate rings? I really don't, to be honest. I really don't think I do. The defense boosts, yes, they're good, but it really makes a big difference when you actually have the health to survive a hit if you're wearing the stone plate ring. So instead, I think I'm gonna buy some of these. Buy some green blossoms, and you know what? Black fire bombs. Let's load up. Let's get 30 of those. Perfect. Well, thank you, good sir, who's
Well, try and make something of yourself.
Loading.
But nothing will come of it.
So most likely he is some sort of compatriot to Iron Tarkus, the NPC that we could summon later on. We will not be summoning Tarkus since he can often solo the boss of this area, but I do believe that they are probably not related, but definitely within the same squadron, if you will. All right, get the backstab on this man serpent, and now we can grab the cage key. Perfect. This is going to be very, very useful. We can unlock Logan's cage. We can get a shortcut. This cage key does it all. Right, so now we actually want to make our way back. We'll be able to do that pretty soon. In fact, what I might do is go and clear the rest of the area, get all the loot, and then use a homeward bone. That might actually be the most... That actually might be the easiest way to do it. Now the question is, can I survive... Can I survive this fall with the health that I have? Let's find out. Yes, we can. All right, good stuff. There's the sniper crossbow and the sniper bolt. By the way, oh, geez, right. I totally forgot that the Balder Knights are back. You can jump across and you can kill that guy who's actually dropping the balls down. The only reason to do that would really be for the souls. He doesn't, I don't think he drops any chunks or any Titanite, and he also does respawn. So it's not really in your best interest to go over there, simply because, well, fighting him in that small space can be dangerous, and you just don't get anything good for it. So yes, let's actually go and clear the rest of the area, which, by the way, we're gonna have to use our very last Estus. I could always use a humanity if I needed. There we go. I've always been curious about this pathway. I almost feel like they were going to put something down there, some sort of piece of loot, and then change their minds at the last second, simply because there's nothing there. Oh, I forgot we can actually now just use the shortcut if we want. We may end up doing that to go get Logan. That might be the faster option. But we are heading to the top so we can actually kill this guy throwing the fire bombs. That's our current plan of attack. Nice try. Just kill you. Boss is right there. And of course, over here, I'm not human, so I'm not even going to bother running over there. But that is where you can pick up Black Iron Tarkus if you're human. If you are human. All right, you. Don't you kick me. And you are actually probably... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Please fall down. Okay. That could have been bad. You do not want to be stuck up here when he gets mad. You know what? Can I just... punch you to death with the Castus? Yes, I can. Alright, perfect. Titanite chunk is ours. We can now go fight the boss very, very safely. But we do want to go and take care of Big Cat Logan. So that is next on the agenda. And then we're going to head up, kill the boss. We are not going to go to Anor Londo. We are going to prepare for New Londo. But of course that will be next time, not in this same video. This same video has seen enough death for probably multiple lifetimes. All right. Wonderful cage shortcut. Thank you very much. This is very much a direct callback to Demon Souls. If you've never played in the Tower of Latria, you use very similar cages in order to use shortcuts. You actually also find Kurt. You actually also find Kurt in one of those cages, and he kind of acts as the, well, he's kind of the Lothric of that game. All right, good. You missed me. These won't miss you, hopefully. There we are. And are you... Oh, you're back. Right. That's okay. That's all right. We will just, because you're, because you decide to still sleep against an invisible wall. Oh, I kind of thought that you would just get a backstab, but I guess not. Very interesting. All right, Big Cat. Griggs was looking for you. Yes, yes, yes. I get it, but I can actually open your cage.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Has anyone else ever thought that he looks just a little bit like David Carradine? No? Okay. Alright, make sure I exhaust your dialogue. Go ahead and grab this soul item. Soul of a hero, that is 10,000, I believe. Because the soul of a great hero is worth 20,000, so definitely worth picking up. That is quite a number of enemies killed just in a single consumable. Alright, well that is all the loot. So we are just going to homeward bone right back up to the top of Sen's Fortress, and it's time for the Iron Golem. Sen's Fortress is almost like you're getting bits and pieces of Demon Souls. Now, there are some throughout the game, but you do have quite a number of commonalities in Sen's Fortress that you do in Demon Souls, like the boss, the Iron Golem, being similar to the Tower Knight. You, of course, have the cages and the elevators that we use, just like in the Tower of Latria. Even the Snake Men are vaguely similar to the Soul Flayers that you get in the Tower of Latria. I just spent 5,000 souls on those. Ugh. Right. Anyway, time for the Iron Golem, and I am going to attempt to go for the quick kill. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to pull it off, simply because this weapon isn't going to do enough damage, but we will pop a green blossom and hope for the best. So if you don't know how the quick kill works, it is simply attacking his ankles, just like you do the Tower Knight and Demon Souls, until you have actually done enough damage to make him stagger. And that is not working. Please don't throw me off. Okay, well, I'm alive, so that's good. Yeah, quick kill not achieved. In fact, oh boy, he's in a really bad spot, actually. Oh, he's now even in a worse spot. Come on. And I'm dead. And I'm dead. Wow, I'm doing much less damage than I thought it would. I wonder if the mace will do any better. Probably not, as we saw against the Bereniki Knight, but hey, we brought it. We might as well use it, right? I just got really greedy in that last fight. I expended all of my stamina, which was absolutely foolish. Ignoring that, ignoring my souls, just getting all the way behind. And, okay, 106, that was with a heavy attack though, so I can't really count that. Yeah, definitely less, but maybe we can still make this work. Oh, careful. Watch the stomp. Triple, yep. Okay, there's a stagger, that's good. Actually, he's in a good spot for the quick kill, to be honest. Am I hitting the wrong one? Which one is staggered? Oh. Ah! Well, fantastic. Who knew? Oh boy, well, I don't really have anything to say. I think that's the perfect close to what was just a, I'm not gonna lie, a nightmare of an episode to film. This is basically my Manslayers from Demon Souls in difficulty, just because of those Prowling demons, the 2 Prowling demons, which, by the way, you probably have already left comments saying this because a lot of you like to do that in the middle of episodes. Those two have significantly higher HP than the ones prior, which is why it took so much longer to kill. I think they have about 1,000 or 1,100 HP more, so it took me about 10 to 12 hits more per Prowling Demon than it did the two previously. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode of Blue's Base Level Soulsborne Challenge. This has been Sen's Fortress at Soul Level 1 here with Silverina. We are ready to go to Anor Londo, but we're not going just yet because next time, oh, why am I doing this? Next time, we're going to be heading down into New Londo to take on some ghosts, some dark wraiths, and of course, the Four Kings. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.